Well, hello there and good day to you. Welcome to the Daily Download with yours truly, Magali. Hello, everybody. It was a really nice welcome emails that I received yesterday. So glad to see that it's been received well by all of you. Here we go. We are going to take a look at the astrology for today, pick a certain topic, and look into that. I will be offering readings again. Oops. Hold on. I will be offering readings again. More on that in the near future. I think that looks about right. We're going to look at today's chart for Thursday, February 19th, 2026. We know that the sun has arrived in Aries, and we have the placement of, when I decided to get back on, it was the same way that when I decided to get off of the astrology forecasting, it was, there was a little bit of a buildup to it, but it surprised me too. Much to my surprise, when it was time for me to get off of it 3 years ago, the astrology, it was not really premeditated. It was very instinctual, instincts. And when I got back on yesterday, my husband and I, we had talked about it, very sporadically, kind of the idea of it, but the decision, it was just instinctive. I'm surprised by it just as much as you guys are. And we'll talk about, where that shows up in the chart as well. Maybe, you can share on the comments, how do you think or how do you feel that Saturn and Neptune in Aries has sparked something for you? Look at the Aries house in your chart, right? My Aries is in my first house. If you have Aries in the 8th house, for example, it might not be so obvious. If you have Aries in the 12th house, it might be obvious, but totally out of your grasp, out of your reach, out of your influence, right? If you have Aries in the 7th house, it's not really about you, it's about the other person. The 7th house, reflects back to us. It's a mirror. Marriage is a mirror. Oh, mirror, mirror on the wall. So here is the sun in Pisces. Here is the North Node in Pisces, and they are going to conjoin right here. We know within the next week, the sun and the North Node will conjoin around that 6th degree of Pisces. Venus, what we love, what we attract to ourselves, how we glow, how we shine, what is valuable to us. Venus has been with the North Node in Pisces. Mercury was ahead of the game, right? Mercury was with the North Node in Pisces. And of course, I think it was yesterday, the moon was with the North Node in Pisces. And by this afternoon, the moon will arrive in Aries and connect to Saturn and Neptune. That's what we got going on today. So all this Pisces energy is when you start to look at the chess game that is astrology, you take all this Piscean energy and it goes magnetically attracted to the ruler of Pisces. And if we see where's the ruler of Pisces, well, for the last 14 or so years, the ruler of Pisces was hunky-dory at home in Pisces. Now that magnetism of the Piscean archetypes, these planets playing out in Pisces, it's like, imagine that's the energy, that's what they're swimming in. They're swimming in the ocean of Pisces, the sun, the North Node, Venus, Mercury, the moon, swimming in the essence, in the ocean, in the psyche of Pisces, and then it gets magnetically drawn to wherever Neptune is placed. In your chart, where's Neptune in your chart? And then, of course, Neptune in the transit chart, which is right here in, that's right, Aries. There's Aries.
What Aries?
Your daddy's an Aries.
That's not Aries.
He is.
No, that's not. That's a sun.
Daddy's what?
A sun.
A sun? Oh, he's bright like the sun, isn't he?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we love daddy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Let mommy finish this, okay? And then we'll get dressed and head on to daycare.
Okay.
Okay, baby.
Me going to my big kid daycare yet?
You're going to go to your big kid daycare very soon. Very soon.
My new daycare?
Very soon, yes. Okay, let mommy finish.
Bye, baby head.
Bye, baby head.
No, you have baby head.
No, you are. Yeah, that happened. That happened. Okay, so, right, so all the energies of Pisces, all these planets, all these archetypal planets in Pisces, swimming in Pisces, but landing where magnetically, electromagnetically landing on Neptune. Neptune drawing them. Neptune owns Pisces. So all these archetypes swimming in the ocean of Pisces are getting drawn to the ruler, Neptune, in Aries. So this is where dreams come true, okay? It can happen to you. Miracles manifest. To me, and we'll look at the flip side of it because there's always a flip side, but Neptune are dreams, miracles, the unthinkable, the unimaginable, the manifestation of spirit. Saturn manifests Neptune, right? Saturn manifests Neptune. Neptune can confuse Saturn, but that doesn't last long. So how does a miracle manifest? How does a miracle manifest? So in Aries, action, raw, aligned action, raw, aligned instinct action. Aligned is key. Saturn is law, So lawfully aligned, instinctive action. Kind of me jumping back into astrology. Saturn and Neptune in Aries. What planet rules Aries? Mars. Mars is in Aquarius. Mars is going to reach the 27th degree of Aquarius, which should signal to you this eclipse that we just had when we had the new moon at 27 degrees of Aquarius, 10 degrees away from the North Node. So Mars hitting that eclipse degree, Mars in Aquarius hitting that eclipse degree. Look back at the video I did yesterday about the eclipse in the 12 signs. There's a breakthrough. A huge energy is going to release, right? And when Mars hits that 27 degrees of Aquarius, just like the eclipse did, it's going to square the ruler of Aquarius. Okay, so what does this all mean? Do not fear the pop of release of energy. And this is going to be of an Aries nature. And Saturn requires lawfulness. We know that Saturn is about consequences, so rightful action creates rightful consequence and wants to manifest in Aries something very, very exciting, totally new. We know that Aries is the first, the sign of spring. It's the beginning of the astrological calendar. It's the real natural calendar, first day of spring. 0 degrees of Aries, where Saturn and Neptune are, giving us the window to manifest miracle, the unthinkable. And I say unthinkable not with a negative connotation, but Aries doesn't think per se. They're not about thinking, they're about action, instinctive action. So let me go over briefly what this means, Saturn and Neptune in each, in Aries for each of the 12 signs. We'll be talking a lot more about this. As Mars, like I just said, Mars is going to hit that 27 degree of Aquarius, square Uranus in Taurus. And then all the energies of Pisces, where the North Node still is, where the Sun is coming to connect to the North Node, where Venus and Mercury already did, and all that gets magnetized to Neptune with Saturn at 0 Aries. So for you, Aries and Aries risings, especially, I would emphasize more the rising sign when I do these types of, and the 12 signs astrology. Let's say you have Aries rising. Aries is in your first house. This is really your self-identity being launched into the manifestation of a miracle somehow. And it being the start of a brand new path and cycle in life that has everything to do with your self-identity. And that's how other people see you. Who you are is taken on a whole new role. A Saturnian manifestation of Neptunian mysticism, prayer, wish, dream. And the beauty about having Saturn and Neptune together is they balance each other out. But it could feel a little bit at times like a yo-yo. Sometimes it's going to be stronger influenced of Saturn, where you're all gung-ho, boots on the ground, ready for triumph physically. And then other times it's going to be Neptune, where you're just knocked on your behind, on your derriere, and you're out, and you're dreaming or meditating or deeply contemplating what just happened. So it's going to be a little of a yo-yo as these energies balance themselves out. But again, we'll be talking about this a lot, and what the moon does and what the other planets are doing that influence all of this. Of course, needless to say, it's going to be a pretty dynamic springtime when the sun and all the planets arrive in Aries as well. Wow. Okay, for Taurus and Taurus risings, this is all happening in your 12th house. So, don't try to hold on to anything. Honestly, you can't hold on to anything. There are legalities that have to play themselves out, and the timing for you, Taurus, the timing is truly about time. Yeah, baby.
Mom, will you bring me scrapbook daycare?
You want to bring your scrapbook to daycare? I don't know, but we can try.
Thank Mom.
Okay, we can try. I love you, kiddo. Pick out your outfit you want to wear. Okay. So in Taurus, it's like there's a legality of some sort. Hold on to nothing. Be really clear-minded and focused, and just know that there's a thing about timing. Okay, Gemini and Gemini risings. This is exciting for you around possible new acquaintances and people that you're going to meet that could prove to be extremely significant to some kind of life goal development. Cancer and Cancer risings. This has to do with anything that you're initiating for your career, a promotion, maybe a total career change, some kind of excavation, of course, entrepreneurship, or a new position, a new job, a new career, something that has to do with your life path moving forward. Leo and Leo risings. For you, this has to do with travel, destiny, destination. Open your mind to something new that you're kind of at the bottom of the totem pole in terms of experience and knowledge. Place yourself in something new, where you are learning and growing. Virgo risings. This is a more seclusive placement for you. This is moving deep into your subconscious mind, connected to what you possess, your possessions, what you own, mergers, unions, karmically placed people that you benefit with and deepen. This is about depth and very private. Libra and Libra risings, we are looking at your marriage house. Your marriage house. And okay, baby, you want to go put that on? Okay, good idea. I'll be right there. Partnerships, banking, legalities, marriage, partnerships. And it's also how other people in your life that you know pretty darn well see you, what they see in you, how they perceive you. You know, and oftentimes this is where sometimes we're trapped in that first seventh house dynamic in projections. The seventh house will project onto the first house, right? Mirror, mirror on the wall. How do you see me after all? Right? It's like, it's the mirror. And so there's something about your mirror. There could be a person that walks into your life that sees you in a way that others have not seen you in this light, this new light. And it can be a significant reflection of changed value. So if you meet a stranger that happens to perceive you in a way that you haven't experienced yet, this could be what that is. Oh my God, I love it. You wearing your watermelon pants?
Yeah, and purple pants.
Okay, cool.
Mommy, you ate my scrapbook?
I love your scrapbook. You know I love your scrapbook. It's the most beautiful scrapbook I've ever seen in the whole world.
Mommy, I can go so many things beautiful. I mean, I did one. Come on, I made one.
Yeah, we did it together. Her scrapbook, her 2025 scrapbook. Okay, let me just, I'm almost done, kiddo. Okay, you're being really patient.
Are you done?
Yeah, then we're gonna go to daycare. Let me finish this, okay? Okay. All right, Scorpio and Scorpio rising. This is all about your lifestyle, your health routine. Of course, we're going to talk about cleansing and detoxing. We're going to talk about daily exercise. We're going to talk about initiating some kind of new health program for yourself in action. And it could also be something in your daily life that changes, a new routine, right? Like getting up and taking kiddo to daycare.
Mom.
Yeah.
I need you dipping
that last page. Okay.
Yeah, kind of got anything on it.
All right. For Sagittarius and Sagittarius risings, we're talking about your fifth house of children. Okay. You have kids, you have children, you have pets, you have creative projects, you have something that is activating your heart string in a major manifestation of miracles here.
I need you to pay too.
All right, Luna, let me finish. Thank you. The inner child that blossoms through scrapbooks and creativity and all things artistic. So this is like your heart, right? Your fifth house, your heart, your child, your children, kickstarting love, playfulness, and beauty. Capricorn and Capricorn risings, we're looking at your home life, meaning your family tree. Think of your family tree, your ancestors, your siblings, your parents, how you live in the structure of your address, where you live in, at your address, your physical home, your real estate, and what kind of new manifestation is happening for you at home, where you live, in your immediate community, your neighborhood. Maybe there's a project at home you're getting ready for spring. Aquarius and Aquarius risings, we're looking at your intellectual property. How do you think? Who are you talking to? And there seems to be a brand spanking new agreement that you are making. You might be signing some documents. You might be reading a contract. You might be making a commitment in an agreement, or having a new conversation of great importance. You taking the balloon? Okay.
Right here.
Some very serious, significant, important conversation, contract, agreement. There might be a new dialogue with a sibling that kind of clears the air, illuminates something for you to see clearly. And then, of course, Pisces, Pisces risings. This is about money, how you make money, how you attract money. This is about a new position financially for you. This is about standing on new grounds for you. Your ruler and Saturn have moved into your second house. And so this is about, what do you want, like physically? What do you want to possess, acquire? What is valuable to you? And how can you get it? Obtaining through new action, commitment, hard work, but also, then that's Saturn, and also that Neptunian, your ruler in Aries, is like you're waking up. You are waking up to possibly a new world, a new reality for yourself around what you can obtain in value. It's like coming out of a dream. You have come out of like a 14-year Neptune in your sign. Now Neptune with Saturn is in your second house. I call this the bank account house, literally and also metaphorically. Okay, you guys. So happy Thursday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll talk more about something really interesting in the astrology. Have a great day. Thanks for your support.
Mommy,
Yeah?
I'm going now.
Yeah, we're going to go now.
Bye-bye.
Hey, baby.
Hi, Mommy.
I love you. Love you, kiddo. That's my little Luna.
Mom.